A study was done where more than 8,000 people were asked to write down their daily routine. They were then asked whether they would like to skip certain parts of their day with no impact on the end result. On average, people wanted to skip around 40% of their daily tasks. That means people wanted to fast forward approximately 6.5 hours of their waking day. This feeling of wanting to get to the end is exactly what Korach felt. In the aftermath of the sin of the spies, Korach came to a realization. The mistake of the spies was that they wanted to stay in the desert. They didn't see a point in settling in the land and making it holy. After Moshe explained that the entire purpose was to enter into the land and transform it into a home for God, Korach took that idea to the extreme. If our entire purpose is to live a holy life in this world, what are we waiting for? Asked Korach. If the purpose of creation is to welcome in the Messianic era, when everyone will be holy and we will all see godliness around us, let's start living like that now. And so Korach challenged Moshe. If the goal is that we all become holy, why is Aaron different from any of us? If the goal is for godliness to reach every space, what is a mezuzah accomplishing on the doorway of each room? Korach wanted to skip to Messianic times. In truth, this aspiration is indeed a wonderful thing. This is why we named the Parsha after Korach. Although Korach acted in a sinful and rebellious way, his early motivation came from a spiritual space. But Korach missed the ultimate point. Mashiach does not come without our work. It's the struggle that teaches us how to succeed. It's the challenges that equip us to change the world. It's only through living life that we can make it holy. This is what Mashiach energy truly is, realizing that Mashiach is not only the end goal, but that it permeates every step of the journey we call life. The spies looked inside themselves and saw a body and soul. They ignored the body and said, let's take care of our soul. Korach overcorrected. He saw a body and a soul and said, our bodies are innately holy, so who cares about our soul? Who cares about the individuality and uniqueness of our souls when our bodies are anyway holy? But Korach skipped the process. The way we elevate and uncover the holiness of our physical experience is by getting in touch with our unique soul. And each of our souls have a singular journey. The highs and lows, the struggles and setbacks all contribute to reaching our end goal. A young student who only recently became religious and joined yeshiva received a draft notice. Confiding in the Rebbe, he protested. While I was not observant, I had all the time in the world and wasted it. Now that I've finally begun to use my time to its fullest, I'm not going to be in control of it. How could God do this to me? The Rebbe responded, sometimes in life one must take a step backwards in order to be able to go forward in the future. The young man remained silent, looking puzzled. When the Rebbe saw his bewilderment, he got up from behind his desk to illustrate his point. The Rebbe took a chair and said, if I wanted to jump over this chair, I couldn't do it because I'm right in front of it. But if I would just take a few steps back and get a running start, I could gain the momentum required to clear the obstacle. With the Rebbe's blessing, Mendel enlisted and spent 2 years in the army. Following the Rebbe's advice, Mendel began reaching out to the dozens of other Jewish servicemen he encountered, from wrapping tefillin to preparing for Pesach, learning the weekly Parsha. Mendel went from being a self-centered student to becoming a leader, teaching and tending to others. In other words, it's only by navigating challenges and living through life that we make a life worth living. Our life's journey is not only about where we go, but about what we become along the way.